Hey, that's all right. Yeah.
Let's get
Y'all should see Mandalorian too. That was amazing.
I never got into those, but
You're not into Mandalorian?
No, just give me the original Star Wars.
No.
The original Star Wars?
Just give me the original Star Wars, bro.
Hey, brother, I'm going to be real with you. It's a galaxy far, far away. A galaxy.
Yeah.
Far, far away.
Correct.
There's more than just the Skywalkers in the galaxy.
I hear you. I
The Skywalkers at this point, they turned into a family. Are you wearing my glasses?
It's the matching designers.
Why are you wearing my glasses?
It's the matching designers. Y'all both got on the white joints.
To see what it feels like.
Meet the designer? Is that what we're doing right now?
Meet the designer.
Doing a little meet the designer here?
Yes, meet the designer.
Meet the designer. That's right.
I don't like this.
Yeah, yeah.
Breeze Nation, what's good? It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Appreciate y'all.
It's a little mirror time happening over there.
As always, we got Mr. Media himself, Jordan JC.
Hey.
Of course, Mr. Drew Better. If you knew better, you do better. Say who better?
Nobody, bro.
A lot to get into on today's episode, man. Bears OTA Day 2 today. Our first opportunity as media to get a real chance to look at what the Chicago Bears looked like. And I'll be honest with you, like, we got to see something that we haven't gotten to see maybe in the last 15 years.
What's that?
We'll get into that.
No, okay.
It's called a tease there.
All right.
Little.
All that more in today's episode.
You can't
Hit that
tease
like
me.
button, subscribe to the page.
Tease me.
Leave that
Drew said,
5-star
"I want it
review.
now."
Y'all know
Right.
what to do. Drew doesn't do foreplay.
No,
Drew
he
goes
doesn't.
straight
He gets
into
right
it.
to it.
Put it right there.
He's old school. You know that.
Exactly.
He's
Put it
old
right
school.
there.
Dog, you
Just get it
look
done. 10 and
110 with my glasses
What's
on,
that?
bro, because you got them like tilted down.
And-
Yeah, tell you about these whippersnappers
And he's got the
out here
beard.
today.
And he's
That's
got the
right.
beard game going.
Hey,
So yeah.
you know, I can tell you all, you young people, a thing or
He
two.
look like Meet L. Hughley right now.
Meet Elton. Hey, bro, I saw him at the
Jesus.
spot over in Oak Brook a few weeks ago. He got funnier as he done got older now.
He actually is funny.
He is
DL
funnier.
is one of the few
He is
funny
funnier now, but every day he find a new problem to get online about, and I just be like, all right, bro, I don't know what to say.
He's an old man. Get off my lawn, bro.
100% get off my lawn.
Hey, you gonna get there too, God willing, because when you get there, it's certain stuff just start
I
bothering
can't
you.
wait for Pat to be that dude.
And
No.
yes, you are, bro. Bro, I'm telling you.
I already act like an old man that don't want to be bothered.
It gets even worse. It gets even worse.
I'm gonna get more money. I'm gonna have a big enough lawn that there will be no people on my lawn.
Acres
For
and
there to have
acres.
No, it ain't.
100%.
No, it ain't.
You
It's bro.
can't care.
He gonna be in the middle of nowhere.
You can't care about your lawn
Jesus.
when your lawn is the size of DeKalb.
It is because it is because
That'd be crazy.
it's a young dude to come and want to zoom down my street, and I'm sitting over like brother, it is 3:00 in the afternoon. Why are you doing that?
Zoom.
You know
Zoom,
you
zoom.
old. This
Zoom,
man
zoom.
said,
Yeah.
Zoom down.
Yeah, he gets
my
over there. He
street.
got a little charger, so he go zoom down my
speeding and zooming down my street.
Down the street in the
I
morning.
can't take it no more.
At 3
Let's
o'clock.
talk a little bit of football, y'all.
Jesus Christ. Let's do it.
What Rez said, y'all should let me run the AV. Pat needs to focus on the content. Too many technical errors, fellas. What happened to? Well, we did. It did take us a minute. I just had to get reset up.
Well,
Everything was kind of
excuse me.
Damn you! It's my
Rez-
show,
Rez
and I want it
Brisky.
now.
That's right.
By the way, did y'all see? Never mind. I'll talk about that off the air. I found out what JG Wentworth does.
Oh,
and they
boy.
like one of the most scandalous companies of all time, bro.
Oh, that's
What does JG
I
stand
have a
for?
structured settlement and I
Right.
need cash now. Call JG Whitworth 877 cash now. We just gave him a whole commercial.
Yeah.
That was crazy. But I found out what they actually do, and they're kind of scumbags. Great commercials.
They're all like that though.
Hey,
It's a
kinda
bunch of them like
scumbags.
that.
It's a little crazy.
Yeah.
But no, man, listen. Dang
Do it, G.
it. Brother George said your haircut is starting your old process. Talking about JC.
Whoa.
Hey, excuse me, sir.
Let's talk a little bit of Bears football, ladies
Brother
and gentlemen,
George.
as we got to see
Shut
OTA's day 2 today. And, I gave the tease here a little bit of, seeing something that we haven't seen probably, I would say, in 15 years. I think you would have to go back to Jay Cutler to say that you saw this. And even then, there's a question if you can say
guess?
that it happened there. Go ahead.
Everybody had the same cleats on.
No.
Okay.
Shut up.
All right.
Get out. No, honestly, it was just the fact that, listen, the Bears came in and they looked like an 11-win team that said those 11 wins were fun. Now let's pick it up and get back to work. The offense today, I thought, moved very well. I think that there were times, I'm not going to say it was perfect. Today was not a perfect day. There were pre-snap issues that popped up a little bit in today's game. There were moments where, and again, you can't tell what the offensive line, defensive line looks like, where you talk about losing contain and things like that, or protecting the quarterback and creating a pocket for him. But it truly felt like you were watching a team that learned the lessons that they had last year, picked up and said, that was great. Now let's get this thing started again. And I don't think that you can say that we've seen that from a Bears team. I mean, you might be able to go back further than that. It might be since Lovie Smith was here early on in the Super Bowl days for the Bears back in 05, 06, 07, 08, kind of.
Can I give you the word for that?
It was very repeatable, but...
Can I give the word for that?
Yeah, what's the word?
We finally have continuity again.
Continuity was the biggest theme today. And I'll be honest with you, as a Bears fan, there is nothing more exciting than seeing that, because it's something I haven't seen. I haven't seen it when I covered the team.
You wouldn't have seen
with
it.
Justin Fields there. No. I haven't seen it. This is the first time for Ben Johnson here, but like, you didn't see it from Caleb in year 1 to year 2 because he was getting a new system in place and things like that. You know what I mean? Like, this is something that hasn't been around.
The last time you seen this was Mike Dicker, honestly.
No, I mean, I would assume now.
No, because continuity.
I'll say possibly because the offensive continuity.
That's what I'm saying.
Would never have been there.
That's what I'm saying. Defense. We're not talking about defense. We're talking about offensive continuity, because if you look at it, we haven't had the same offensive coordinator quarterback combination year after year since the Harbaugh time when it was a quarterback. But we kept on getting new coordinators.
We did get a lot of coordinators.
So it wasn't the same system repetitively.
Learn it,
at growth.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, since like the Mike Dicker era, because we had Lovey, we had the coach was being the coach, but as far as like the offensive coordinator continuity, we haven't had that in years.
Yeah, it felt very different. It felt like a very different. I don't want to. No, I guess it did. It felt like I wasn't watching the Chicago Bears organization.
That's what we've been wanting for.
It truly felt like I wasn't watching a Chicago Bears organization day, and that is very good. And listen, we'll get to a lot of this stuff, talking about Ben Johnson and the high praise that he had for Luther Burden, talking about kind of the makeup of where the team is at. Yeah, I'm bigger fan of Big Luther than I was of Little Luther.
That was Big Luther.
Man, I mess with Medium Luther a little bit too, because he had that. I hate myself. I don't want nobody. Yes, he wasn't that big. He wasn't that big. Yeah, he was kind of. He was like JC. JC not big. JC's hefty is a good word for it. He's hefty.
He's mid Luther, but Big Luther. This was the conversation we had over the watch parties when he making those catches. He's Big Luther, because Big Luther was the man.
It truly was very good to see, and I think that if there's one big takeaway from it, I think Drew hit the nail on the head. My biggest takeaway would be the continuity was fully on display, and this is a Bears team that, if I'm going to evaluate you on where you were at the end of the process last year, Family Day, to where you are now, the Bears are leaps and bounds ahead of where they started this process when Ben Johnson first got here. And it was truly something special to watch.
I got a question for you. Go ahead.
You just real quick, I'll add on another C word, since everybody's talking about continuity.
Choose your words wisely here.
Just going to say that everybody's come more confident.
Okay.
Yes. Right. Because when you're consistent in something, that gives you more confidence that it will work out. It'll be it's consistency, continuity, camaraderie. Cohesiveness, and I can I go on? I'm feeling it right now. Let's go with the dick. But no, for me, I honestly think that's the right word to use. Is this year 2 of the install, where I think you said it before. The first year was about understanding the scheme, but now the second year is about
technique.
Thank you. I keep forgetting that technique. And so you're seeing that even in the little ways of OTAs, and Caleb is obviously going to get more and more comfortable because he has the same guys out there, or most of the same guys out there. He's under the same coach. You know, he has the same offensive scheme. That's not going to change. Even if the OC change, you know it's Ben Johnson's scheme. And so that repetition is going to bring about success. That's why the Bears organization has always been mediocre, because we keep going from one thing to the next. And the thing, because I remember when Matt Nagy claimed that, you know, when he had his install was 1.0. Then the next year, oh yeah, you know, we're going along to 2.0 and 3, whatever the installs were.
By the time we were at 10.0, everybody sucked.
It was horrible. Yeah. And so this is what it really looks like when you have a budding organization, a budding team, a budding quarterback that you really believe will be here for the next 10 years plus, to make this what it should be, a continued winning organization.
Yeah. So for me, if you're saying that they look leaps and years better than they did last year about this time, then for me, it is year 2 is going to be the succession of the offensive, which is, like you said, the install, the next level of the install, increasing your technique, increasing where you can evaluate and be even better, running the same plays more precise, you know, our routes being more defined and crisp, where they able to create separation. Because like I said, Ben Johnson's offense is very complex, and we saw that in the growth during year 1, where the family game, week 1, week 6, you know, all the way up to the end of the season, we saw the offense get incrementally better. That now on year 2, we should see the same growth that he had in Detroit, if not more, because to me, we have just as skilled players and a better quarterback. So I'm looking for the technique to, like I said, to be even better, and the growth of the offense to, you know, keep going. But I did have a question for you though. Did our rookie center, did he get a couple plays?
Well, I mean, yeah, so you're going to get Bradbury in there with the 1s. You got Logan Jones out there with the 2s. And that's kind of how things went. But even to that, right? Like, that goes to the operation, the offense looking smooth. Or like, you couldn't tell that Garrett Bradbury wasn't out here last year.
Really? Oh, I like that.
In and out of the huddle.
Oh, I like that tingly.
In and out of the huddle. Last year,
that makes me tingly.
To reset where we were. Now, does that mean that he can go out there and block everybody? I don't know. But we'll see. But like, to reset for people's minds where we were last year, we couldn't break the huddle. Caleb couldn't get through the play.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
That's where we started this process last year.
Correct.
Now, not only are we getting through the huddle, and I get it. Like, for some people, they're gonna listen to this and be like, "Well, of course, like that's what you're supposed to do." Like, I'm not giving you a cookie for doing the absolute basis, but it is something to be said about how far this team truly came in one season, and that you retained all of that after losing your starting center, losing your starting left tackle, who Braxton Jones was out there. He got beat a couple times.
Was he starting?
He was with the ones.
That's my next question I was going to ask.
You can't tell anything, all right? Like, Braxton Jones got beat by Austin Booker. Austin Booker is quicker than Are you going to wear these glasses the whole show?
Yeah, hilarious. He's the Pet Designer 2.0.
JC the designer.
JC the designer,
like
Pet Designer 2.0
picture right
That's
now.
right. That's where you did the
fat and fatter
fasting.
No, I'm fat again. But no, like to reset where we were at last year, right? Like, you think about how bad it was at time.
Yeah.
To now, not only are you getting through the operation, not only are you spitting the play out, not only are you getting lined up right. I brought this out on the podcast today, right? They're making kill calls. Everybody stands up, taps the helmet. We killing the play. Bet, get to where you're going. There's no Luther Burden looking around, going, where the F am I supposed to be?
Oh my God.
There's no Jade Walker looking around, going, where the F am I supposed to be? There's none of that. Yeah. And I'm not saying it was perfect. Listen, there was a pre-snap where one snap, Garrett Bradbury fumbled the football. They only had to happen once while we were out there. I thought that kind of, you know, it happened. You move past it. You figure it out. You're still figuring things out. This is day 2. They've been together 2 days, right? Like, this is, you know, when you talk about some of the pre-snap stuff, right? There was one where while Tyson was on the field, I can't even remember the young man's name because he's probably not going to be on the team by the end of the year. But he was playing out there right tackle. He false started on the play. He's been here a couple of days, right? Like there are all of these things where it's like this is an issue that popped up where I'm going, yeah, but he's probably not going to be on the field. Or that's something that I would expect to see on day 2, especially when you're so focused on getting your P's and Q's right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you're so focused on footwork and fundamentals and am I running in the right spot and is this the right play, you're going to make mistakes in that process as you relearn them. So like to me, this being the starting point for this year, I had to calm myself down as I saw that schedule. I was like, no, 10 wins.
Right,
10 wins.
This is OTA. This is OTA. This is not minicamp. This is OTA.
Yeah. One of the things I did like, going back to what Joe mentioned yesterday, by the way, a nice job you guys did on the golf outing and the
thank you
showing you guys.
It was a great time out there at Lori's Hospital. Yeah, we should have got more golf content. I'm not gonna lie, we was hitting that. It was. Here's the thing, I'm not a great golfer. It was a surprising day for us all.
You actually did.
I was hitting them, and then eventually with golf,
it's the accuracy.
You get tired.
Y'all was out there. Y'all was out there being Tiger Hood, huh?
Y'all really did. 18 holes is nuts. I
don't think I've ever played golf and not done 18 holes.
I've done it. I played 9 for a few.
Split that boy.
18 is cool, but
did you have a buggy did you have a car?
Of course.
That makes it way better.
I'm just saying.
Hey, when Tiger Woods came out, we was walking him 18.
Yeah.
We was walking him 18.
Back in the day, that was
shout out to you, bro.
That's good.
Anyway, as you were saying.
My point, what Joe was talking about, I love the fact that he said yesterday he's not afraid or intimidated by the schedule as he would have in the past. Because, you have one team, like let's just take the Green Bay Packers, for example. You could say in the past, we might have a chance because Josh Jacobs is dealing with some issues, and not Myles Garrett,
Michael Parsons.
Michael Parsons is still kind of slow coming back from the ACL tear. So those two impactful players on their team could mean that we might inch out a win. No, I don't care if you got them on the team, on the field. I still feel confident about this team. And so I like the way you said that, and I want to utter those same words, is that the way that we're building this continuity and building the team, building the confidence, and the talent that we're bringing on the team, like the Xavier Thomas, I heard he was lethal.
Xavier Thomas had a deep ball. First, Caleb touch.
It was perfecto.
Oh, Caleb touch. Here's the thing about Caleb's touch, and this sounds crazy. That sounds wild.
I was like, where's the flag?
Yeah, we gotta get the flags back from the other studio.
That's applause.
Here's the one thing about Caleb's touch on the ball. That's not better. Caleb's touch on the pass. That I think you got to, brother. Even when he forced one in there and he threw a ball, it shouldn't have been thrown. I think it was to Xavier Thomas too.
Hey, he said he could make it
into 4 defenders.
That's
mean, legitimately, they're all 4 standing.
Did he catch it though? That's the most important part.
It hit him in the hand.
He
got through everybody.
He didn't catch it,
but he didn't catch it. But everybody knocked the ball. There's 4 defenders around him, but it still hit him in the hands. And I'm just like, bro, we got a quarterback.
Yeah,
like you got a quarterback. Xavier Thomas looked phenomenal on that deep pass.
I love it. So I mean, that's the thing, is I gained the confidence from all of those things. Like, I'm not intimidated by the strength of schedule or how many teams are going to be over 500 that we're playing or whatever. Like, bring it all on, because we're now that team, in my opinion, that should be feared more because of the continuity, because of the level of talent that we're consistently having on the team, and it's only getting better. And so.
No, 100%. Couple of super chats in here. Dan Tanner in the building. Tanner. So what's up, fellas? Glad that OTAs have started. Oh, and this is for you, buddy.
Oh yeah, leave that last part out.
Actually, I got to check on something.
You guys finally broke the 10 game slump. But okay,
that pissed me off.
It took the wind out of your sails because you guys was killing, and then it went down.
Every reason to gloat, because I don't know where that came. You went from being one of the best teams in baseball and then just fell off and now are in last place
because you guys kept giving up the home run.
No,
it was bad.
No,
it was
it's
bad.
The same conversation we've been having the entire time. And JC get mad at me and be like, "You just hate the Cubs." No, I don't hate the Cubs. But what's your problem, JC?
Pitching. Pitching.
What's your problem, JC?
Pitching.
Hey, what's your problem? Hey,
That's the problem.
Oh, you mean you probably shouldn't trust players that you acquired hurt?
Shut your mouth. Cade Horton wasn't hurt.
Cade Horton was injury prone when you got it.
Shut it up.
Oh well, the super chat.
Anyway, back in it. Brandon Green said last year. Brandon Green said last year we were hearing about Ben Johnson pulling the whole offense off the field. If we ain't seeing that old boy 14-3 this season. By the way, FGB.
FGB baby.
No, honestly, like. It was, and at OTAs he wasn't doing that, right? That was more during training camp and stuff like that. But he was pulling them off the field because they wouldn't learn the lesson. He was pulling them off the field because they were making mistakes that everybody in that building said, we should know the answer to this by now. You didn't see that this time around. And I think, I'll be honest with you, I thought it was a couple times I was like, Ben about to start cussing. Because when the whistle starts spinning, when he starts spinning the whistle around and it wrap around the finger and the whistle hit and then he roll it back out. And he roll it back around again and it hit the other finger. It's like, all right, Ben finna start cussing. I saw that and I was like, okay, he about to, but it never came because the mistakes were made.
And they fixed them.
And then they found ways to fix those mistakes. And they found ways to figure things out. It was, again, I feel like I'm hyping this up too much, but it was just smooth operation. Smooth operation.
I need a
smooth operation.
But it makes sense, though, to pump it up because we've never seen this. Right. We haven't seen this in such a long time that it brings us so much joy because of the possibilities that a smooth operation on the offensive side will potentially bring us with the schedule. Like Joe said, like JC said, the schedule is tough, but if we're hitting on all cylinders, each one of these games we could win. There is not a game on our schedule that says I'm going to automatically take a loss.
Yeah.
We can be competitive in every game on the schedule. So for me, that is so important with even your overreaction, because is it necessarily overreaction? Maybe, but it could not be because it's so important. Having the continuity, having, a smooth operation offensively, especially with having 2 new people on the offensive line this year due to a retirement and injury, that, important pieces that we had to replace that we can get some of that, that smooth operation back already in OTAs. The sky's the limit going forward.
Yeah.
It's not overreaction to me because now you're in new, I don't want to say rare air, but you're in. Oh, that looks sexy.
Oh no, yeah. I had to pull that up. I had to pull that up. Look at it. Look at it.
Ooh,
it was
right
nasty.
there.
Right there.
That's wrong. That was the wrong.
Yeah.
That was Romy Domi.
If you guys want to see it, I can't show it here on the YouTube side because they'll flag us. But it's a play that the Bears just tweeted out about 40 minutes ago of Caleb Jerome. I said I don't want to show it because they'll flag us on YouTube.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, bro. Like when I will say this, right? That pass, beautiful pass, love it. I'm tingly. I'm excited. Multiple false start flags on that pass.
It was
right. They cut it perfectly. Like there were multiple. I think it was Braxton Jones. I think he went too early.
Here we go with that.
No, but it is. Hey, this happened. We saw the moment. We learned from it. Let's get back out there. Let's figure it out. Let's make some big plays. But like, it's just being at that point, right? Like that's why I said I feel like I'm overhyping it because it's OTA's day 2. But to be at that point on OTA's day 2 where that was consistent. That wasn't you got your minds got tired, didn't it? That wasn't a one-off pass. Right. Davion Thomas had a pass. DeAndre Swift had a deep pass. Who else am I made? Rome had a nice one. There's one more person in there. Luther had a nice deep pass down the right side as well. Big Luther.
Was Colston playing?
Colston had a nice pass over the middle that was just dominant, right? I mean, one of my favorite plays from today was it looked like the containment was completely destroyed. And you're like, okay, Kayla's about to die. And then it's a flip up and it's Cole Kmet on a screen pass running 20 yards down the sideline. Like things like that. You weren't seeing that in the past day 2. So that smooth operation. That smooth operation that we saw today was exciting to see for day 2.
I think that one of the other things that we should really be hyped about, and again, I agree, it's not an overhype. There was an article that talked about the completion percentage for Caleb last year was 58.1, and for me, yeah, I'm sorry, that just threw me off.
Nah, that was Willie.
That was
He came from the monster.
That's scary. That's scary. He about to do some things tonight.
Bro, he was in a monk outfit, bro. He's about to go.
No, Jesus. I think that what else will help is Caleb getting the ball out faster. So even when you see that contain not happening, get it out to DeAndre or Cal or Cole or whatever for underneath pass and just get your completion percentage up. I think that's another thing that they're going to focus on. So if you get into the what's a really good completion percentage now, like 65 to 70, 60 to 70.
60 to 65. Right. 60 to 65.
Because it used to be like
you probably got to be around 65. You gotta be around about 65.
That's like elite status.
Yeah.
So for me, I think that's the next progression too. That's the consistency that you're going to start seeing with the quarterback is, not overthinking, not always going for the big play. It's obviously there. He has that in his arsenal. We just saw it with the throw to Rome, but getting what's there, the small plays that can turn into big gains.
So for me, saying that is Caleb has the answers to the test. So if the protection breaks down, there is an answer for your hot read. If you get great protection, there's an answer for the home run. And in between, there's all different levels where Caleb, if he can read the defense, there's consistently going to be an answer. Yeah. It's never going to be backwards. All the answers are going to be positive plays. Even if it's just a few yards, which is better than a sack, which what he did better last year, it's going to be even better, hopefully, going forward because he's even more comfortable, as we said earlier, in this offense. So for him to be able to see every answer.
And with the plethora of weapons that he's going to have, the plethora of weapons that he's going to have this year. And listen, we heard from, by the way, if you haven't done so, hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Brandon Green said, how did motivated Dio Adangbo look? I don't know if I saw him out there.
There we go.
I don't think. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't look for Dio one time. I can't tell you whether he did something or not out there. I tell you what, he was never around the quarterback if he was out there. But I can't say for certain if he was out there. I'll have to hit somebody up to see if they did roll call and saw him out there. I looked for so many of the rookies. I was looking for Thieneman. I was looking for Muhammad. I was looking for Logan Jones and them. I didn't take a half a second to look for a motivated Dio Adangbo. I ain't gonna start with you.
Well, it makes sense.
But
no, listen, the praise that we heard today for one player on this team, when you talk about the plethora of weapons that this Bears team is going to have, was the biggest one. Ben Johnson said, I am buying stock in Luther Burden.
Big Luther.
And, you hear Luther talk today, and I love Luther because Luther's like, I'm about my business. I'm here to do it. You go out there, you make plays. He's very simple with it. He's not going to give you nothing in the media. And it got to a point where it was like, I really respect it. Like, I really love the fact that he is not giving anybody anything, because you just got to go out there and make plays. But that young man goes out there and he looks. It's day one. He look
fluid?
It's day two.
Did he look fluid?
He looks like the best wide receiver on the team.
Oh my God, don't say that.
That's good.
Oh no, I don't.
I'm not even worried about
that. He looks like the best wide receiver on the team.
Because now all of our expectation is...
Oh, they're high. When Ben Johnson says buy stock in the receiver, the expectation's through the roof already. Yeah. Right? Like, that's like Coca-Cola saying you should probably sell your stock in Pepsi. You like, oh, Coke got something for you. Hold on, Pep. It's about to be a problem out here. We got to get out. Like, when I say, and here's why I say that, it's not to say Rome looked bad. I'm not saying that Rome looked bad.
Rome looked good on that. Rome looked good on that.
He's finishing the play. Rome brought in just about everything I think that came his way today. Rome looks really good. Luther Burden can juke you out of a phone booth.
That's what I love.
Oh, that's the fluidity that we saw.
Think about those kind of wide receivers.
Right? You said it's different.
He's going to be the type of receiver that can catch the ball. The defender could be 3 feet away from him, and he can make 2 moves and somehow the defender.
Oh, that sounds like Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams. What do you call him? James on.
Right.
I don't know why he calls him.
I don't know why. I say that's not his name, but that Jameson name at all. Right, the Jameson Williams guy that was just that I hate to keep referencing that.
Yeah.
But Detroit had where he catches that 15-yard pass, one move.
And he can turn into 30.
Right, he gone.
No, it's that level of speed. You can see the speed on him. You can see that he's playing faster, like Ben talked about, where, he's just not thinking about the play. He's not thinking about what he has to do. He's just going out there and making plays. And so I would agree with Ben when he says buy stock Luther Burden. And when you see how they're utilizing him and some simple stuff here early on, this is not the complex part of it. Yeah, what's the for the gambling people out there? What is the Luther Burden yards for the year?
The over and under.
Yeah, 14.5.
I just know.
I'm saying his total yards probably set at about 6 something.
Yeah, because he had about 6 something last year.
Yards.
But with that, honestly, him and Colston had the best hands on the team last year.
Mm-hmm.
So if he actually understands the playbook this year, and if he can keep with that consistency with his hand placement, bro, he could be number one.
That doesn't scare me to say, oh, you should try to force Rome to be your number one just because he was either drafted, higher or whatever the case may be. You can see the talent kind of oozing off of Luther Burden. He's just a different type of beast. And so if you were to have him become your ultimate number one, that's actually a good thing for Rome, because now less attention is being given to Rome Odunze, which means what? The cornerback 2 is now going to have to stick, somebody of
cornerback 2, cornerback 1, whichever
now
one you want.
He can dominate even more. It kind of works together. So I don't feel like that's a knock on Rome Odunze. Somebody's got to eat. It's kind of like the T. Higgins, Jamar Chase. I would love to have T. Higgins on my team.
JJ McCarthy, Jordan Addison.
Right.
Jordan Addison's not sports betting in this stage.
And Cincinnati had a slot guy a couple years ago that was just as good. They had a 3-headed monster back in the day, just like the Rams did.
Oh, yeah, who was it? It was
TJ Houshmandzadeh?
No,
that's way back. No, you went too far back.
They did have 3. T. Higgins, who am I missing? T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and who was the third one?
He had another guy.
He left. He's on Tennessee.
Yeah, I can't remember. They had another guy, but just like the Rams team, you had Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt, and what was it? Someone give it an AZ that on the Rams, on those 90 something Rams teams. That was fast too. You can, if your offense is proficient enough, you can have 3 great receivers and everybody still eat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the Bears potentially have that now with the draft pick coming out in the slot.
Yeah, listen, I'll be honest with you. I think that there's a lot of people, and remember, we all are like, Tyler Boyd is the other one.
Tyler Boyd. Yes, that's him. That was that guy.
He was with Tennessee.
I was gonna say, wasn't he with Tennessee?
He was with Tennessee. But when Cincinnati had those 3 guys,
Tyler Boyd. Dang, Tyler Boyd been in the league since 2016.
Bro, Tyler Boyd is decent as a slot guy.
Been in the league a minute. He's still with Tennessee then.
Okay.
But yeah, no, like I would agree with you in that sense, right? Like you can kind of tell what they expect the rookie coming in to be, right? Like he is that third guy that's going to get the feast off of Luther Burden, that's going to get the feast off of Rome Odunze being out there. And I would agree with you, right? Like, not to say, I thought Antoine Randall said something very, very poignant, because I still think the number one receiver in this offense is going to be Colston Love.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Great quarterback, tight end combination is the point guard center of the NFL, right? Like that's what how many decades are we talking about for championships where you got a great quarterback, great tight end at this point, right? I mean,
correct.
You can go to whichever team you want to talk about for that. I think that is going to be the biggest connection that this Bears team has this year. Sam Roush moves pretty good for a big dude too.
Bro, you think about it. Hold on, you say, whoa. I just thought about it for a second. You got Rome that can, if he can keep his catch radius up, Luther, Colston, Swift, Loveland. What? You got 6 people.
Cole
Komet.
Xavier Thomas.
That's 7 individuals that can at any potential at any point in a potential
can
break a game wide open.
Yeah.
I don't remember recently a team having 7 elite players. Yeah.
When the Lions,
I didn't know something. The Lions had 7. They had a good 4 or 5.
Khalif Raymond. Oh yeah, we got Khalif Raymond. I was gonna say Khalif Raymond. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams.
Wow.
They had DeAndre Swift. You had
Tesla.
It was another one you had.
The tight end. Laporta.
Yeah, Sam Laporta. You moved on from DeAndre Swift. You brought in David Montgomery. You got
Isaac Pacheco.
No, why am I blanking on the biggest running back that's there? Jameer Gibbs.
Oh,
I mean, like they got names all over the place. That's how this is built. By the way, Kyle Monungai, we left out of this. Your guy. My guy.
We forgot about him. So we got potentially 8 offensive players.
It is funny
crazy,
because
this is crazy.
It's funny because I asked Antoine Randall about this, and I don't know if I put the clip out. I got to put the clip out talking about keeping the wide receiver room happy. And he was like, listen, it's hard. Like, wide receivers want the ball. We want the ball. We want to go out there. We want the ball. We want to play. But you got to get the most of your opportunities because you might only get 2-3 passes your way, or the defense rolls its coverage to your side. Now, all of a sudden, you were supposed to be the number 1 in this game, and now we go into Rome over here as the number 1 in this game. It is... There's so many weapons on this team right now. Who's going to be the one that week in and week out consistently stands out? For me, I do believe that's going to be Colston Loveland, but it could be Luther Burden. Like I'm telling y'all, this young man is... I'm trying to think of a wide receiver. He kind of reminds me a little of Chase with how Chase can do that. I'm not saying that he's that level.
He's like a faster DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, D-Hop could kind of juke you out of a phone booth if you were like right in front. Like that's the thing for me with him, right? Like he can catch the ball, turn, make 2 moves. You're 3 feet away from him, and he can make you miss. That's what I think Luther Burden has that Rome Odunze doesn't have. But it doesn't mean that Rome is worse. It means that Rome's probably a deep threat. Go up and get that ball.
Rome's Mike Evans type, where he
Rome is more of a Mike Evans, Keenan Allen type receiver. I'm bigger than you. I don't need to be ahead of you. But here's the thing: you got to catch the ball.
You do.
You got to catch the ball, and we'll see if we see more of that.
He might be that Justin Jefferson, man. If he could be that
Justin Jefferson does that a lot too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've seen them double team Justin Jefferson.
He got that juke. He got that juke and go.
Jefferson make a move and somehow split 2 defenders and be gone.
Right. So like I said, if he got the speed like that, then he can be a Justin Jefferson type.
That's nasty.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Now, is he gonna be that? That's up to him.
It's up to him, right? Put the work in.
I'm not saying that he's gonna be any of those players. I'm telling you what I saw on the field today was a young man that to me looked like the best wide receiver that was on the field.
Well, if you go off of the
by the way, over 100 in the chat.
200. The pumps are back.
If you go over like the off season, what did he say? Him and Colston were in the gym a lot. Like they constantly were seen putting in work.
Yeah, he didn't leave. He was here.
Off of even last year when they had to kind of get that ramp up period. Once they got acclimated and got more involved in the play in the scheme and were given more and more during the season, they were the ones that you relied upon by the end of the year. And a lot of people were saying, well, if Colston didn't go down in that Rams game, we probably would have won, a little bit more easier. But for me, so I think the build off of that last year, you can see the focus, you can see the hunger to get better in a Luther Burden. I thought he was going to be like at best wide receiver 2. I knew he had the talent.
Listen, I don't know what he's going to be. We'll see what the season is.
He got wide receiver 1 talent.
We'll see what the season is.
Why can't they all be number 1s?
You're right.
Why can't they be all number 1s? Why can't we have 3 number 1s?
Well, realistically speaking,
Rome and Luther.
That is the conversation that I had with Antoine Randall. We was like, look, like you got to make the most of your opportunities. Because if you don't get the ball 10 times, you get it only 3. Your incentives are still your incentives at the end of the year.
You can get 3 for $100.
You can get 300-400.
You get 300-400.
You gotta be running your hardest. You gotta, the one thing that I will say too.
Nothing wrong with some yak.
That's a good one.
The one thing I will say. Oh, there's gonna be some yak this year. I'm a big yak guy. Yak. The one thing that I will say, that really stood out, I think, in all of this, and again, right, it's early. There's no pass rush. There's no pads on, right? There's a lot to be said on. Let's see what happens when the pad comes on. Pads come on. That's kind of where I live at with it. But Caleb Williams gets the ball. 1-2. Lulu, you knock my camera over. I'm going to knock you out. Caleb Williams gets the ball. 1-2 step throw.
Yeah.
You can tell he's locked in. You can tell he understands it. You can tell he knows the system like the back of his hands. And I think that just what stood out to me too today, the leadership that's on display from these guys. You talk about the leaders we lost. Caleb Williams is the leader you need. You know what I mean? He's telling you, hey, he threw a ball where I think it was might have been going to Xavion. Or I can't remember who it was going to, but it bounces off his hands. Should have been caught.
Yeah.
But Caleb probably threw the ball too low. Whoever was taking his eyes off of the ball too quick. You can see Caleb's ready to be upset, but he goes, that's me. That's my bad. That's my bad. Antoine Randall's out there cussing him out going, you can't let that ball hit the ground. Everybody's taking their own blame. Everybody's taking they portion of the 111 as they call it. And when you have your leader saying, wow, that ball might have been, it wasn't a perfect throw, but probably still should have been caught. That's on me.
Yeah.
I should have put it in your catch range. That makes such a difference in that locker room. And I think this is going to be a Bears team that is going to be not only just fun to watch, but it's going to be, everybody in that building takes on the mindset of Ben Johnson. Oh. And what Ben says goes.
That's tingly.
And that's why, I ain't gonna lie to you, if y'all noticed last year at the end of the year around the holidays, I wasn't going to as many pressers. Wanted to be around the fam and stuff like that, but I wasn't going to as many pressers because they were just saying what Ben said. So I just needed to go to Ben's presser.
Minions.
You would hear Caleb on like in the middle of the week. Caleb, what'd you see on that? And he would say the same thing that Ben said and be like, "Well, I heard this already." Just Caleb said it. Caleb, what were your thoughts on this play? Well, we just got to log back in and we got to do our 111, and that's how we're gonna get the job done. I just heard Ben say that 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
So
that's that is
it's a start we haven't had, boys.
Yeah.
And it's a start that we don't have to convince ourselves. I'm sitting here trying to convince myself to calm down. I've never done that.
Don't.
Y'all know I've never done that. I've never sat here and been like, yeah, it was so good. I need to relax.
Right.
And I'm just comparing it to last season.
Hey, what you said? You're getting full on the appetizer. We haven't even got to the main course yet.
That's really how we feel, bro. And again, I'm not saying it's up to game level. I'm not saying that they perfect yet, but it based on where they were last year, family day, they couldn't get out of the huddle.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different world. I ask y'all this before we get up out of here. Expectations around Luther Burden with everything that you heard, what I was able to see today. Are you expecting Luther to be the focal point in the receiver room for this offense when you hear what Ben Johnson says today? Or do you feel like it's still Rome's job to go out there and be the number one at the end of the day?
I feel like the confidence is going to be in what they already see in Luther. I think they can clearly see Luther's the more athletic of the two, and he has more capability to the yards after catch ability is better with the wiggle, with the speed, all of that combined. And so I think that caters more to Ben Johnson and what he wants to see, which is why they also went after a player like Xavion Thomas. You have the speed, the route running, all of that combined, I think makes Luther really, really potentially be special. So I expect him to be the number one.
So for me, like I said a little bit earlier, I see Luther, Rome, Colston, all being the number one guy. So for me, I see.
We saw that last year, so I can't say you're wrong.
So I see the potential of it being even better because another year in the system, understanding where you are. Like you said, a lot of times Luther, to me, last year played on instinct more than understanding the offense and where he should be when the audibles are called, when the hot routes are called. Even though he made some great catches, I feel that he can be even better now that because he has an understanding of where he's supposed to be. Yeah. He's not looking at DJ and Rome to say, hey, am I in the right spot? Yeah. He knows where he's supposed to line up. He knows what he's supposed to do. And he just has to go out there and execute. So for me, if he's number one, I think all of our pass catchers and our skill positions players have enough talent to be the guy. Yeah. And they just have to go out there and show it. So if Rome goes out there, he could be the guy. Luther goes out there, he could be the guy. For me, it all depends on who they're playing because the defense is going to give you one of the two. They can't take all three of those guys away. They're going to give you those two guys, one version of those two guys are going to be able to have a big day. So for me, they're all going to be number one.
Yeah. Pick your poison.
Yeah. I probably lean where you're at. I think in the receiver room alone, I think Luther might be that weapon that is the always open guy. You throw it to me, I'm open. You got two dudes on you, I'm open. We're throwing you a screen behind the line of scrimmage and they're blitzing. I'm open. Like, I think that Luther has that capability as far as a player. I also think that Rome could be that guy if he sticks his arms up there and brings the football in. When you talk about, seeing the foot, Antoine Randall said they're going with the C method, right? Yeah. You see the football, you make a C, you catch the football with the C. If you don't see the football with your eyes, you ain't going to see it. Hey, see that football. Yeah. And that was the one thing with the drop today. Maybe it was Rome to drop that ball. That was the one thing with the drop today that, you could hear Antoine Randall yelling, did you see it? Did you see the ball in? So I would say in the receiver room, I could see Luther being that guy that you feel you can throw the ball to in any situation.
Right.
It doesn't mean every game he's going to be the guy that gets the ball the most, because it don't mean that every game he's going to be the most open receiver. And we'll see what ends up happening as we continue through. What you got?
Just one comparison. When Antonio Brown was with the Steelers, yeah, they had another number one guy there that was a more possession guy. But Antonio Brown was open because they always would have he was always working on the second corner. And so I see the Bears having the same kind of issue, but it's actually a solution that Luther could be always open. Because guess what? Because when you start double teaming Luther, Rome gonna be open. Yep. Colston's gonna be open up the seam. So for me, just like how Antonio Brown was able to, become the wide receiver that he is, Luther could be the same way, having a capable wide receiver on the opposite side, so you can't double team either one. Because if you double team both of those, if you double team both the outside, guess what? Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland is going to eat in the middle.
Yeah.
So, like I said earlier, you're picking poison.
Who's the dude?
I'm trying to see. Oh, Mike Wallace. Mike Wallace was getting
somebody else.
Mike Wallace was getting buckets there.
Mike Wallace, it was Hines Ward.
Miller was there.
Martavis Bryant?
No, Martavis Bryant. He's number 18. He came in later.
It was somebody else on that Killer Bees team. It was Le'Veon, Antonio Brown, and somebody else.
There was another B.
Like a tall, speedy dude. I remember he was skinny and tall. I thought it was Martavis.
It might have been Martavis Bryant, but it was one of them situations like that where it's like
no, they had a
right. You got three wide receivers, they all could catch the ball.
Yeah.
Listen, if he turns into Antonio Brown or Justin Jefferson, Antonio Brown one of the greatest wide receivers of all time.
Yes, he is.
He's a nut. He's a nut.
But boy, he was.
And he'll show you.
Hey, if Luther turns into anything like that, Ryan Poles gets his. You
might be a god, bro.
Right.
You got the quarterback and you got the wide receiver.
You got a wide receiver in the second round. That's first round talent, and it goes on to have a great career, bro. You going down as the best GM the Bears have had.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not expecting it. We'll see what happens. Luther, prove us wrong.
Big Luther.
But hey, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in to the show. Love as always. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do for Mr. Media himself, Jordan JC, and of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Drew Better. If you knew better, you do better. Say who better?
Nobody, bro.
It is your boy Pat the Designer. Back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there in Chicago. Bear down. One love. Peace.
Usually he says that all the time, and then when Joel and
they be struggling because they be trying to rush it. You can't rush it. You just gotta go.
If you know my guy, my man, Mr.
Right.
You know,
you gotta say, Mr. Knew better. If you knew better, who better? Nobody broke. It's really simple.
It's really simple.
I'm not saying it's difficult, but it's pretty easy.
Man, I got this, man. Hold on, man.
Man, I got it right. Let me start this over. Please, Nation. This is boy P.
So much
Hey, Crimson officially dropping the days till Bears football. 108 days, ladies.
Wow, I ain't ready for that. Because that
means summer's over.
That's Phineas and Ferb. That's Phineas and Ferb. Summer's over.
104 days of summer vacation.